Welcome to Absolute Legends. I am Paul, I am Pete, I am back. It is another weekly rotation. It's the end of September, of the 30th of September, all the way through to the 6th of October. It's been another good week. It's been a little bit of interesting things, bit of everything really this week. So, as always, I'm going to let you know what I've been wearing this week. So, as always, let's crack on in with Monday. Right, we start out the week on Monday and we go all the way back to the 80s. This is an absolute throwback fragrance. It's dirt cheap as far as more. I think it's about £25, give or take where you go. Now you have to appreciate older fragrances, but this is from the house of Bijan. This is for men. This has got like all the nostalgia of a 1980s fragrance. It has got a ton, I mean a ton of spices, including nutmeg, cinnamon. It's very, very animalic. It's also got lemon, lavender, even the oak moss, the classic oak moss from the 1980s, which was putting pretty much everything at that point. Also some leather and some tonka. It's an absolute amazing fragrance. It's definitely for the older G's, because quite frankly, you guys are amazing and I love you all. This is more up your alley. Again, it was a coldish day. It's a little bit warmer. It's a little bit more nostalgic. Kind of what I fancied, to be honest, at the day. Again, inexpensive, but it certainly smells absolutely sensational. So, from Monday, this is Bijan for men. Right, we go from 1980s, all I think about to about a year and a half ago. So, this one is a clone, and I fancied it, to be honest. And when it was kind of like slightly sunny, but it's slightly drizzly, and it's kind of in between, I kind of go for this sort of fragrance, and I'll tell you what it is from now. From the house of Maison, Alhambra, and this lovely Cherie. And obviously, this is a clone of Lost Cherie by Tom Ford, which I do actually really enjoy. Now, a reason I like this one a lot is it's sweet, but it also kind of got some depth to it. So if it does suddenly start raining, I'm absolutely fine. Got bitter almond, lots of cherry in it, black cherry, so it's kind of very much emphasis on the cherry, but when it says lovely Cherie and it's clone of Lost Cherie, you kind of expect it. Always tonka as well, and it's a lot of sweetness in here. Now this one works amazingly well, like I say, when it's in transition. So again, this would be great in the spring. I wear this going out as something completely different to what everyone else is wearing. Like obviously you're going to get your Eros and your Sauvage and all that stuff. You put this on, it's going to stand out like a sore thumb because it is completely different. It makes you smell like you're absolutely edible, which is fantastic. So this is from Tuesday, this is from Maison Alhambra, this is lovely Cherie. Right, coming into Wednesday, and then we're staying in the world of players. I think this came out 2020 or 22, I can't remember when. But this is an absolute classic at this point, and this is obviously Khamrah by Lattafa, and I've had a good old hit into mine. I've got about 10 mil already of that. And again, the amount you've seen, I've got a stupid amount of phrases, so that is a heck of a dent in this one. But for good reason. It does smell like on the similarities to Angel Share, but I think it does it slightly differently. It is warm, it's got lots of booze of cognac in here, it's rich, it's got praline, oak, vanilla, and it's just cinnamon, all that stuff that you really want in a fragrance, and you're going to smell, again, edible. Again, this is perfect for going on a night out, especially in this time of year. But again, during the day, it was a kind of a wishy-washy day where you say it was a bit sunny, but then again it was a bit cloudy, and it had a bit of a rain down, and it's like, in those sort of days you don't have a clue what you want to wear. I always go for a gourmand fragrance because it kind of can go either way. It's an amazing fragrance. It still runs about 30, maybe 40 quid. It's not expensive considering what it is. It's a great bang for your buck. And so this from Wednesday is Lattafa Khamrah. Coming into Thursday, and this one came out 3 years ago, and I've put this in another list, and it's kind of a forgotten gem in my house, and it's from the house of Paco and Rabanne, and this is Invictus and Victory, the original one, not the Elixir one, the original one. Let's get, like I said, 2021. But this is an absolute weapon for giving you a ton, and I mean a ton of compliments. If you smell good with something like this on, it's ridiculous. It's so insane. It's dark, it's sexy, it's mysterious. Again, perfect for a night out. So vanilla, amber, well, that's me in a nutshell. I was like sold. Give it to me now. Pink pepper in here, so it's a little bit of spices. Lavender, double tonka, so again, a very sweet but slightly spicy fragrance. Smells absolutely amazing. Again, I don't think it's too bad at the price at the moment. I think it's for about 50 quid. So it's not over the top priced. Again, I was, because it was getting a dull, dreary day and I want something to pick me up. And this is exactly what I got from this. It's an absolute beautiful fragrance. So from Thursday, this is Paco Rabanne Victory. Right, coming into the weekend, I went with an absolute classic. Came out nearly a decade ago, and quite frankly, it is one of my favourite fragrances of all time. It would definitely be a 10 out of 10 for me. It is YSL Tuxedo, and as you can see, I like this one a lot. Now, I also say that the other ones, the clones, are pretty good. This is just a tiny bit better, but I mean, not by much, to be honest. I think there's a Fragrance World one and Maison Alhambra one, and I can't think of the top of my head what they are. But oh, who doesn't love this smell? Violet leaf, bergamot, rose. It smells absolutely divine. Patchouli, vanilla. I mean, this one is absolutely sensational stuff. Like I say, I might even have to get a backup of this, to be honest, because I'm going through it a bit too fast. But I do use my clones instead of this a little bit more often. Occasionally, I will pull this out if I really fancy it. But like I say, I'm going through it quite quickly, and this I don't really use too much. When I've got a clone of something, I'll tend to use a clone more often than not. But occasionally, like I say, wore this. This is perfect for going out and smelling like an absolute $1,000,000. It's not cheap. I think I got mine for about 140 on a deal, and that was a few years ago. So again, at the moment I don't know current prices for this one, but it smells amazing. Fantastic fragrance. So from Friday, this is YSL Tuxedo. Right, coming into yesterday, again, I'll stay in the world of niche now. I'll go into the world of niche, sorry. And these next two, I kind of like wearing a bit more posher stuff on the weekend. Maybe because I've just got a bit more time and I want to smell a bit better. But if I'm at work, I don't want to spend too much money. So this one is Fragrance de Bois, and this is New York Intent. And again, as you can see, I've had a heck of a din in this. So again, a great fragrance. I love this one a lot as well. It's got cinnamon and rose, which is kind of a little unusual start into a fragrance, but it smells really good. It smells nice. Also a bit of touch of citrus with a bit of orange in this. Cloves, honey, vanilla, oud. I mean, it's got a lot in here. The oud is not a skanky kind of oud. It does perform ridiculously well. It performs about 10 plus hours off my skin. It's not for the faint heart. I do believe there's a like extract version, or like a slightly higher one than this one, which is in a black outline, black bottle. That one I have not got, but I'd like to try it. Again, you could wear this going out, especially with it coming the next few months, with obviously Christmas parties, all that stuff. This would smell amazing. It's not cheap. This is a 100ml bottle, and it's cost me nearly 200 quid. So not cheap, but it does smell amazing. So from yesterday, this is Fragrance de Bois, New York Intent. Right, which leads me to today, and today's a bit of a dreary old day, which is fine. But I also went for another heavy hitter in the world of niche, and this is Aterlier or Musc Immortal. This one is a heavy hitter. It is slightly psychedelic, but iris, vetiver, ambrette, which is a really nice note, which is like the muskiness in this, patchouli, and this is amazing. It's slightly different to what I normally would wear. It's a little bit more refined, a little bit more grown up, even though I don't feel like that, but I just fancied it. So again, a dreary day here in England. It's not the fun, like lovely weather. It's now kicking into autumn. The leaves are now turning brown. You can tell some of the leaves are even, like half some of the trees are starting to get very bare now, but it's, you know, it's the time of year where you expect this to happen. Again, you could pretty much wear this going out. It smells amazing for that, and again, very different to something you'd normally wear. this is probably more suitable for maybe like an upmarket event, like maybe a jazz club or something on them lines. That's where I feel this one would shine the most. Again, if this is not a cheap fragrance, it's only about 180 quid. So it's not a very cheap fragrance, but it smells amazing. So from today, this is Atelier d'Ars Musc Immortal. Right, so there you have it, another week in the books. And as always, let me know in the comments what you've been rocking this week, what have been your highlights of the week. And I do like hearing this, because sometimes you give me some amazing ideas for new fragrances to go look for, go purchase, and expand my collection. Because quite frankly, as fragrance enthusiasts, we always want to improve our collection, because that's what we do. And that also means I can give you more content as well. And there's also, if you've got a top 10 list, a fragrance review, or a question, hit me up in the comments. As always, I'm on TikTok and Instagram, and I'm trying to post there more often than not. And if you do want to see me, I'll put the links in the description box for you below. If you haven't subscribed yet, why? It's free and you can do it. So as always, hit the subscribe button and come and join the massive amount of legends that have already subscribed to me, and thank you to all of you. And as always, you absolute legends smell amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.